Hello and welcome to this backwards compatible video. Today we're going to be playing Plants vs Zombie Garden Warfare. Now this is a newly released game for the PC. It has been out on Xbox One for quite a while, and we're going to be playing Garden Ops. Garden Ops is a horde mode. I'm playing by myself. I've played it a little bit, I will say, just to have a bit of fun and go a bit crazy. Now as you may know from Plants vs Zombies, this is a pretty game. It's got lovely, cartoon style characters, and really it's more of a game based on fun than it is a game based on hardcore shooters or first person shooters in that sort of principle. So the idea being is that you set up a garden, which you can see is planted, and I can't remember his name, but the guy with the cap on his hat is telling us what to do. So, and then once we plant that garden, your job is to defend it. So obviously it's one of those things where we go a bit faster. You can set up little sentry bits like this, which is where you put your things like that, which your health, but you can also put out ones which are more offensive as well. So this is a bit of a difficult choice. You always got to decide what you do. So you can put out little cannons and things like that and get lots of plants. So, and obviously these plants are there to protect you and add another line of defense from when the zombies start to attack. Now there are principles about this game that I love. There are principles about this game that I don't. It does feel you have got that idea of the pain for packs, which I think everywhere from FIFA to Battlefield and everywhere in between has got these packs now. It's kind of it's kind of a EA trait now. Now that's not bad, I don't mind, as long as you can get these for free. So I mean, as you can see, I've got quite a lot of points already from doing not a lot, to be honest. I've got a perfect wave, so that's not a bad thing. But I did lose that plant. Now the reason I put that plant there on purpose, sorry, to lose it, but the reason that's bad is the fact that I then have to pay for that plant to bring it back by using it from my little inventory. Now that inventory is refilled from the packs, which means the fact that if I lose enough of them, then I have to buy more, which again can be irritating. So I haven't played this map before, and that was a complete mistake. I've only played a couple of games of this, so this is only going to be a brief review, and it's more the gameplay is really the more important thing than the actual, I think, truthfully, than the actual review itself at the moment. We'll put a lot more time in it to review it more fully. But again, it's something that they do well. EA are doing well by bringing all these things up, but I still have to question whether it's right. Now, what I loved when I did on Mass Effect 3 is with Mass Effect 3 they gave you DLC for free on the multiplayer, so you got the new maps and the new characters and all those sorts of things, which was absolutely brilliant. But again, it depends on what they're going to do, what their philosophy is going to be with Plants vs Zombies. If they give away free DLC, then I can't complain. If they give away the maps and the extra content for nothing, then I'm not going to complain. But if they're making you pay for packs, which at the moment they're not actually doing, you can't actually pay them with real money on the PC. But if they're making you pay for both, then that's a little bit more irritating, truthfully, and I'm not as content with that. But let's say, fun-wise, it's a great game. As you can see, it's got that silly gameplay. I'm shooting people as a P, but my P shooter's quite strong and it can take people out as much as you can. So I think I'm going to bring some more gameplay from this game over the next few weeks, as I get a bit more acquainted with it and enjoy it a bit more. But I will stop commentating in a minute and just let the gameplay flow, really. But I'll be around and I'll pop up with any quotes that I want to. You'll probably hear me mentioning stupid things halfway through, like I always do. But as I say, if if you enjoy the sort of the horde mode, then Garden Ops is quite a lot of fun. It's obviously depending on your levels. This is on, I think, on normal or easy. Can't remember which one it is, but obviously you do have different levels of gameplay, so you can play better. This is supposed to be a 4-player co-op. I'm playing by myself, but I think 4 players on this, you know, playing on the easier levels would be a bit of a waste actually. But being able to play by yourself is, you know, is great on these sort of games, because sometimes you do just want to unwind and you don't want to have people on the same team. So maybe it's just me being a little bit unsociable, which I have been known to be on occasion. But or maybe it's just the fact that I'm a grumpy old man really these days. So cash, more cash. Oh, lots of cash. So that's good. Now these will give me obviously money for in between. Now the problem there is that I've also got zombies. So what it's basically does is giving me some nice money for the next game, but it's also giving me horrible people that I've got to try and fight against. So you'll get these small boss levels, which are, obviously the idea of that is to, there's my chili bean, which is like a bomb, which I used, and there was no one there, so that was stupid. You do have these specials, and they actually don't cost you anything, but they take a while to actually regrow, so I absolutely missed it completely. These little bombers, you shoot them with your yeah, it's really difficult. You gotta love taking out. You gotta love the idea about trying to take out a disco dancing zombie. That's it, there's my bomb. That should do a bit of damage for me. But as I say, you know, just the ridiculousness and the stupidity of this just makes it so much fun. Especially with the oh bloody hell, I'm about to die. I'm going to die on my first go on this. Oh, maybe not. That was so close, it was ridiculously silly. That was awful actually. So, really shouldn't try and commentate and play. It's always a bad move. But as you can see, there are bits where they can get a little bit trickier, but to be honest, that was just bad playing by me. I'm not gonna deny it. So this is only one of my first few goes, but I am enjoying it. I do find it a fun game to play, and I do find it, you know, do find it quite a lot good. So I'm going to be quiet now for 2 minutes and just start letting the gameplay speak for itself, so to speak. So now, it does bring up a weird thing though, because two of the games that I play quite regularly on that are my regular rotation now, or this one will be, is both are this and Titanfall. Now both of those were labelled as Xbox exclusives, so to speak, but you know, the fact that I'm playing on the PC makes me laugh. Obviously exclusive seems to be mean different things to different people, and obviously this is more of a timed exclusive, but when you look at the idea about being able to play games like this, I so want them to be cross-play. If I could play again Titanfall with other members of the team on Xbox Ones, it'd be great. Obviously it brings up an issue because the price differences between the consoles is the games is quite a lot actually, and obviously the consoles, they want to sell the Xbox as much as they can, which makes complete sense, and wouldn't take anything away from Microsoft for wanting to recoup their money, so to speak. But the chance of being able to play this on crossplay, it's got to be a fault. It has to be there. They could sell quite a lot. It can't be that difficult considering the architecture, and games like this are not very greedy, in terms of graphical fidelity and things like that. So this should be able to port it. Whether there's the desire there, obviously that's the not port it, sorry. Whether they could create a crossplay, and obviously that's where the desire is. But if you think about games like War Thunder, which is the free-to-play MMO, one of the war ones, not similar to World of Tanks. Imagine World of Tanks meets World of Warplanes together, put those two together, and you get War Thunder. But that's now PS3 and PC crossplay. Now, if they're able to do that with that game, why can't they do it with things like Titanfall and obviously Plants vs Zombies? Now, obviously, I'm not going to suggest that they could do that for the different systems like the 360 and the PS3 and everything else. That'd be crazy. But the PC's that agnostic system for a lot of people. It just sits in between the two consoles. If they could bring that into the gaming realm, it would be wonderful. I think wonderful would be one of my favourite words, but I do think it would be a great thing to do. So try to take out this last zombie. There we go. Really struggling with this one actually. I think I've chose completely the wrong garden by putting it into the corner. There's not enough places to run away, which isn't very good. That's it. So get a nice little bit there. There are 10 levels, and then an evacuation, which is obviously a level 11, as you can think, which is pretty standard fare. Really. There's nothing here that's revolutionary. I will say that completely. But I think everything that it does well. Graphics, gameplay, the craziness of your opponents. All those things are just done, as well as they can be. And I think the whole Plants vs Zombies, Plants vs Zombies 2 hurt a lot of people, to be honest. Hurt the franchise quite a bit because it was pay to win sort of stuff. But now this game seems to be giving PopCap something back. Actually, I think is probably the best way to put it. Showing the fact that they can do gaming orientated things that really do help the player, and so that all comes back to that. What they're going to do with DLC, how's it going to be handled. This is not a complete version by any means, and I think it's not like a Game of the Year version or anything like that. It's come out a month or so after, and I wonder if that's after the Xbox One version. I wonder if that was more to do with sales, desperation for sales, than it was to do with the game trying to be finished or something like that. I'm not sure, but it did seem a little bit. We were waiting for quite a while for the game to be released, and it was that thing about why did it take that long. I can't give you an answer for that really. I will say, Toilet Troubles Special Wave. I think obviously as you go on, you'll get to be different plants and take on different people in different ways, which would be good. I'm looking forward to that, but obviously that's a progressive thing, and I'm definitely not good enough at the moment to think about that level of play. As you can probably tell from the beginning here. Toilet Troubles. This is again the humour of it. You've got to like the type of humour, this irrelevant craziness, and if you don't, then I don't know really. Don't know why you're watching at this point. But I know I do. I find it funny. I like to be able to play a game every now and again. I like my serious stories and I like my hardcore stuff, but there's nothing like, you know, killing ridiculous zombies in ridiculous ways and being able to shoot down a Portaloo zombie. These are just absolute bullet sponges. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong actually. We've got to find out, but they're just soaking up my bullets. So say there are 10 waves, and then you get the all important evacuation stage. What it's called, or you know, evacuation point. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but those, you know, those will help you to give you that. I think it's then makes it obviously 11th level, but I think it's, you know, a minute to wait for your for your ship. I think it's Crazy Dave will be the one who takes you away. So obviously we'll wait. Hopefully we get through to that, but I'm not promising because I am playing awfully and I just missed a bomb, which is stupid because I've now lost my bomb, which I very much needed because of how badly I'm playing. Whoa. Obviously learning all the different zombies and their different tricks is quite important. Oh, bloody hell. Like the zombie yeti. Oh, bloody hell. I think that's going to be my word for this video, would be bloody hell. Oh great, a disco and a... Yeah, I'm not going to survive this. Oh, bloody hell, I'm KO'd. Okay, so I don't actually know how this works. Oh, self-revive. There you go, lovely. Ah, my god, I was destroyed. It wasn't really worth reviving. So, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, that was a bit of a rubbishy gameplay. I do apologise. I failed completely. But them is the, how should we put it, that's the breaks. Sometimes you catch a rough break. But anyway, click like or thumbs down if you want to. That's absolutely fine. Leave a comment. Please check us out at backwards.com. And thank you very much for watching and take care. Good night.